Life after life. Being at the solemn symposium of the Synclight, the coordinators of the planet in Belovedai, Jan and his Shaktis listened to the speech of Rigdan Japo. Many Buagirs and Mahatmas, great souls, angels, and warriors of light had gathered in the cave grotto.
Now I have gathered you because the time of Armageddon is coming. The battle of the Knights of Shambhala with the forces of darkness for the preservation of life on our planet. You know, my dear ones, that not all people are human beings. Sometimes angels and gods incarnate in human form, but very often demons incarnate between humans. Sometimes for every 12 people, there is one incarnated servant of the underworld. These people, or rather demons, want one thing: to cause evil, torment, and suffering to the beings around them. Often they strive for power, and when they achieve it, they organize wars, revolutions, riots, create cruel laws in the country, from which the people suffer greatly. Many of them you know well: Lenin, Stalin, Hitler, Mao Zedong, Mussolini, and others like them and their minions. They often incarnate in large groups, creating repression, concentration camps, inquisition, starvation, devastation, confinement zones, prisons, impoverishment of the people, and introduction of vicious ideologies. They contribute to the development of alcoholism and drug addiction, gambling addiction, for they feed on the grief and suffering of people. And now the forces of darkness have decided to destroy the Earth by starting a nuclear war. And our task is to prevent this from happening. I have gathered you here to bless you for this decisive battle.
Rigdan spoke loudly, his voice echoing through the walls of the cave. He stretched out his hands and transmitted the glowing power of blessing that poured from his palms to all. Bowing in reverence, the Buagirs accepted the gift of the King of Shambhala and rushed in defense of the planet. At this time, the Prime Minister, a demon incarnated, was talking to the President, urging him to start the war. A crowd of devils with webbed wings, in the shape of hyenas, monkeys, grinning evil humanoid faces, and other monsters were flying around. They were transmitting disgusting, vile energy with a thought.
You will become king of the whole world. King of the whole world.
Launch a nuclear strike.
Launch a war. Launch a war.
In chorus, they repeated in hissing, screeching, squeaky voices. president began to come to his senses, realizing with horror that he had almost started World War III, in which everyone would have died.
Don't be relieved, brothers. We must keep an eye on the Dark Ones. They will attack again very soon,
said Kuthumi after the fight. Sapphire incarnated on Earth and was now 12 years old. Her name was now Isabel. In Master, she saw her true spiritual father, whom she had lost but now had found again. Arriving at Kelty's home, the friends began to put on makeup and dress up, taking on the image of adult women. Jan was watching her at that time. He really liked the makeup, and he began to recognize in Isabel the features of Sapphire. The daughter naively began to share with her mother, as she was her closest one, her impressions of the meeting with the Master, and once again encountered incomprehension.
But it's a sect. You're being dragged into it. I forbid you to go there.
During the prayer, a condensed power, filled with their wishes, separated from their collective field and headed towards Isabel. The cartoon is based on the book Life After Life. Read Life After Life on the website amazon1.org/books. Receive more interesting practices, spiritual knowledge, and gifts on the websites of our partners. You will find details in the description.